Hello to you, my cosmic dragon friends. It is the last day of the Advent calendar. It's the 24th of December, and numerologically it's very interesting because it's 24, 12, 24 if you write the date like I do in the UK. So let's see what our crystal is. I have some new censer shells that I collected, foraged today, wild foraged. This is actually a stone, but it's a very interesting one because it looks almost like it has a hole all the way through it. Looks like it's some sort of whistle. Fascinating. Looks like a bone, but it's not. It's actually a stone. I thought it was too fascinating to leave behind. Kind of looks like a finger as well, which is weird. Here are my other shells. New censer shells that we have. Very unusual ones. Different types of shells here. This is a lovely one. It's a little bit spiky as well, this one. I like this. It's got attitude. I've always had this thing for buying a pair. So you get the pair from... oh dear, it's water from the creatures. So I like to get both shells. I did see some that were still occupied, so obviously we couldn't take those. We left them behind. So interesting new shells that we'll be using as censer shells on the channel. So there we go. Let's have a look what our final crystal is for this year's Advent crystal. What the heck is that? Okay, let's turn up the lighting a little bit. See if we can work out what this one is. Oh, that's Labradorite. You see the flashes of blue? That's Labradorite. Love Labradorite. Oh, there we go. More flashes of blue. I have a lot of Labradorite on the table already. What an appropriate stone. Very, very mystical stone. On the back of the box it says, the Stone of Transformation. Banishes fears and insecurities and strengthens faith in the self and trust in the universe. It's also fantastic for your psychic abilities, which is why I have quite a lot of it here. That's a Labradorite. I've got a Labradorite point here as well, and a Labradorite heart. And the big chunk of Labradorite, this massive great stone over here as well. I work with Labradorite a lot because it's very, very helpful for your psychic ability. And I think it's a gorgeous, gorgeous crystal. It's one I very, very much like. This one is beautiful. Look at that. Look at that, how it catches the light. Love it. All right, Labradorite. Don't mind if I do. Don't mind if I do. It's gorgeous. See if we can catch the light again. There it is. Those flashes of blue. It's almost like a peacock. Reminds me of peacocks. Got a very strong peacock vibe from Labradorite. Let's see what Jenny Powell has to say about it in the Crystal Bible, because I know she's going to have something to say. She's going to have an opinion on this. Excuse me. I'm sorry about my voice. I have been to the pub because it's New Year's Eve and I might have been shouting a bit to be heard, so I may have slightly lost my voice. Okay, Labradorite. There we go. Also known as spectralite. Interesting. So, it's a highly mystical and protective stone, a bringer of light. Isn't that appropriate? Raises consciousness, dear me. I've only had half a bottle of red wine, actually slightly more than that. And connects with universal energies. Labradorite deflects unwanted energies from the aura and prevents energy leakage, forms a barrier to negative energies shed during therapy. It can take you into another world or into other lives. A stone of esoteric knowledge. It facilitates initiation into the mysteries. Wow. Love that. It is one of my favourite crystals to work with. I always have some around. I also have a beautiful silver ankh necklace that I wear, which has a piece of labradorite in it. And the labradorite is kind of a pear-shaped piece within the head of the ankh. So it almost looks like an alien rather than an ankh, which I always thought was so fascinating. So, all right, let's get some cards. Energy Oracle. I will shuffle them off camera in case some of them are not YouTube friendly. Let's get some messages for 24/12/24. This is very, very special numerology. It is very much about building anew, but building in the right way for the right reasons and right use of power as well. So something very big is going to come off the back of events today. Something very big on the world stage to do with politics, to do with right use of power, but to do with building and manifesting things in the right way. So I want you to all be very clear in your manifestations today or whenever you watch this video. I've just seen 444 on the timer. About not being controlled, about being free, about freedom, about making the right choices for self and for others too. So, attachment. Just going to take these off the top. Journey, walking away. What are we leaving? Look, we're going on a journey. We're leaving some sort of attachment behind now. We're going on a journey. We're starting a new, but it's not totally new because we're at 2 already. So Divine Feminine is leading here. Hostilities. First chakra, Archangel Michael. And indecision. Interesting. So it does seem like we're very much presented, oh goddess, the moon on the bottom on 52.7. So that which has held us back is that which we're attracted to, attached to, feel like we have to be in our life. So it could be old relationships, it could be family expectations, societal expectations that have held us back in the past, kept us doing things in a very traditional manner that just isn't working anymore. And if anything, it's causing us more conflict within ourselves than anything else, more inner conflict. So it feels like a need to walk away from all of that now, to find our own way in the world, to find our own our own journey, to take our own steps, dance our own dance, sing our own song. But it is very, very physical, very practical stuff. So this is very real world stuff that's coming up. This is not in the 5D. This is very much here and now in the 3D, with the first chakra, Archangel Michael, which also comes in with a huge amount of protection as well, and lets us know that we are safe to move forwards, to forge our own path. It's just a case of choosing our direction now. So we've got two cards here, both with signposts on. Okay, one above the other. We've got journey and we've got indecision. So it feels very much like we know the way we want to go. We're just afraid to take that decision, afraid to take that leap, afraid to step forward. And this red cloak that this person's wearing, again, reminiscent of the first chakra, the root chakra, which is the red chakra as well. And look, this lady's wearing red as well, although it has a pink hue to it as well. So it's also being led by the higher heart, by our intuition, by that higher centre of universal love, unconditional love and knowing there. But I feel like we already know what we want to do. We're just unsure if we're able to take the steps to get there or whether it's going to work. So there is some indecision here. Goddess and the moon on the bottom. So again, the intuition coming in very strongly to guide. So the message here is very much to follow our intuition, to step away from that which has held us back. Even if it seemed comfortable, we're stepping out of our comfort zone now. We are beginning a new journey, but I feel like it's not the first step, it's possibly the second step because we're already at number 2. But we do have to bolster ourselves from others who would wish to hold us back, who would tell us that we're doing the wrong thing, who would try and pull us back energetically and physically. Oh no, you don't want to do that. What did you do that for? Come back here. You can have this back. You can come back here. You can have your old job back. You know, you can move back into an old relationship. No, that's not going to work right now. Fourth chakra, Archangel Raphael. So the heart chakra coming in here. The heart is what's going to lead us forwards now. And the thinking man. So yes, we must be very clear about what we want. And it's a combination here of leading from the heart and the mind, but the higher mind. And there is a new beginning indicated with 46, 10, 1. So 46, 4 plus 6 is 10. 10 reduces to 1, which is 1 plus 0. He's contemplating this beautiful crystal. So it is very much leading from our intuition, but leading from our higher wisdom and recognizing the signs around us is what I want to say. Seeing the signs, because the signs around you will lead you forwards in the correct direction, no matter what other people are saying. Because on the bottom of the deck we have deceit. So other people are trying to deceive you, trying to pull you in other directions, trying to trick you into thinking, into believing, into manifesting something that you don't want. But you don't have to do that because the signs will be there to show you, the signs around you. Could be bird messengers, I get quite strongly, could be signs from the universe, messages that you see on a billboard, repeated messages that show up in your life, things that people say to you, random songs that you hear on the radio. Something is trying to pull you forwards away from the deceit of others who would hold you back. Quite a deep message for today. But we will rise above the deceit of others who would wish to hold us back, to keep us in place for their own purposes. And perhaps they believe they're doing it for the right reasons, to keep us, quote unquote, safe, just to stop us from making a mistake. But there is no mistake here. There is only a decision to be made, and the decision is coming from the heart. and from the higher mind. We know exactly what we're doing. And labradorite would be a good crystal to wear or get hold of and carry in your pocket, keep next to your bed. The labradorite will help us to be so much more in tune with our higher selves, with our intuition, with our higher heart, which will lead us forwards to the future that we actually want to create and want to manifest. Because you've got to remember, we do create our own reality. We do create our own future. We are co-creators with the universe. If you want to know more about the law of attraction, of course, you can get my book. I haven't mentioned it for a while, but here it is. Dream Bigger, How the Law of Attraction Really Works, available on Amazon. I am wishing you so much love, such a wonderful Christmas holiday, regardless of what your beliefs, your religion is, what you're doing. I hope you have a wonderful day tomorrow on the 25th of December. I might record a video, depends how I'm feeling. We'll see. Sending you so much love and support for your wonderful new future. Believe that you can manifest it, because you absolutely can. You take very good care of yourselves.